Smash that like button for me, guys, if you woke up this morning. There's not a lot of news today, but that's okay, because we're going to get right into it. So, Nipsey Hussle got a nice tribute at the BET Awards last night. They gave him an award for his family. And then also he got a tribute from his daughter at her graduation recently. We got Lil Durk. He's upset about his curfew. He says it's impeding on his finances. And then we got Nicki Minaj. She announced that she's getting married to, her soulmate, allegedly. I like Nicki, so don't get me wrong. This is not a bashing thing with Nicki. I think it's just examining things from anybody's relationship. We're all just human. We have emotions, and sometimes our emotions can get the better of us. But I like Nicki, don't get me wrong, so I'm not trying to bash her. But we're gonna look at this as neutral, and then we'll get into some other stuff. So this is Jordan Tower with JT News. Hit that bell, hit that subscribe button, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you guys are having a great, positive day, positive vibes. Smash that like button for me, for positive vibes. Okay. So quickly, Nipsey was a good tribute last night. They performed two of his songs. YG came out. DJ Khaled, of course, promoted his album. T.I. gave a great speech, okay? Which, ironically, he beat somebody up after the speech. He allegedly, Floyd Mayweather's DJ, but he did give a great positive speech about Nipsey. His family was there. It was nice. He deserves it, And it's so sad watching his daughter and son, and the father isn't here. That's what really hurts. Then his daughter gave a nice tribute at her graduation. So, prayers go to the family for sure. Then we got Lil Durk. Lil Durk's out on house arrest. Well, not really house arrest. He has a curfew, so he has to be in the house from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. But you're lucky, man. You're lucky you're not sitting in jail. You can still make music. You can't do shows because shows start after 11. And that's where he says that's stopping his money. But, you can't... Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's guilty. He's not. But when you associate yourself with certain things, it comes with consequences, right? And unfortunately, something happened on February 5th, and somehow it's linked to Lil Durk. Now, I'm sure he's going to get free of this, right? But unfortunately, there's weak links sometimes in your circle, and it can drag you down, and that's what happened. So, this is a learning experience. I think he's still in his 20s, right? Late 20s. This is a learning experience. He's going to get past this. But you can't really complain because the judge did let you out on bail. You could be sitting in the cell, and that's nobody should be there if you didn't do anything wrong, And he's claiming his innocence, even though they say there is video footage. I don't think they would have let him out if there was actual video footage of him letting off at the varsity. Okay, I don't think that. I think that it's somebody that's linked to him, and it just has to go through the court system now, because our court system they make you spend money to prove your innocence, and then you never get that money back. It makes no sense. Okay, a lot of things make no sense about our judicial system. I mean, just look what happened to the Central Park Five. It's like a lot of things are not right. Look at Kim Kardashian is out here freeing people that are locked up have crazy sentences for small crimes. And it's funny that Kim's doing it. Kim and Jay-Z are probably doing the most out here. I know Meek Mill's doing a lot too. So I would say those three, they're doing a lot. Some people just talk about it. Some people are actually doing things. Okay, let's just say that. Then we got Nicki Minaj. Now, this whole situation where she's getting married and everything. She dropped the song Megatron. It's cool. It's not the best song in the world that I've heard from Nicki ever, but her last album was good. That was last year. She's warming up for it's time. She's warming up for a new album. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, and not every song's gonna stick. I mean, come on. So it's funny because around Christmas time, So she'd been through a couple relationships. She was with Safaree forever, from the Come Up DVDs up until 4 or 5 years ago, and she got with Meek right away, long-term relationship. Then she dated Nas, right, and somebody else, I can't remember, that race car driver. Then Safaree met Erica Mena around the end of last year, and they hit it off hard, right? And sometimes, just being a human being, I'm not saying just Nicki, anybody, okay? You look at your ex, you're not completely over it because you didn't have that closure yet. And I've been here too, okay? Where I dated a girl and she was wrong for me and we lived together. This is like 2006, 2009. Me and this girl lived together, right? And she was so toxic, right? So I just bounced at one point. We ended it. It was bad. I bounced, right? That's how we ended it. No closure. So a couple years later, she reaches out to me, and of course, I still didn't have that closure. So we get back together. You think everything's great, and then it's the same thing over again. And she got to break up with me this time. She got her closure, and that was enough for me. But she treated me really bad. It was abusive mentally for a while. We all go through this. You date the wrong person, right? But you like them, and you try to make it work. Now, I'm not saying she's in that situation, but she didn't have that closure with Safaree, so it's almost and it's ironic that her boyfriend's name is Kenneth Petty, because she might be being petty right now and just rushing into something. Safaree got engaged around Christmas time, and she was, oh yeah, I can get engaged too, and now she's engaged, and she's dating this. If this was her soulmate, where was he the past 15? I know he was locked up for part of the time, but why did it take so long to come back to him? You just run into each other and this, and then there's weird text messages around that time where his the girlfriend he was dating at the time was releasing he was trying to get that. He might be trying to secure the bag, man. Let's be honest, okay? Nicki makes a lot of money. She's in a vulnerable position, And I just hope she's making the right choice for herself, and not just out of Meek moved on, Safaree moved on, and it would be hard for someone like Nicki to meet somebody honest, when you have so much money and so much to offer and so much fame to offer, I don't think this guy's looking for fame. He might, if he marries her and they have a baby together, he could get on, he might have to get paid money every month for support. I don't know, it's a weird situation. She was putting out posts over the weekend, talking about it. That's part of her rollout for this album, I guess. It's fine, Trust me, everybody does it, okay? So I'm not criticizing her for it. She said, he won't even say the word Nicki. He calls me Onika since I was 15. And it's so hard to change that. I wouldn't date anyone because I'm about to be married to my soulmate. What'd you say? I wouldn't date anyone because I'm about to be married to my soulmate. But that was the problem. Others are infatuated with Nicki Minaj. He doesn't care about the industry. He's very protective. He's playing a good role. It's only been 6 months, okay? Give it... I say to anybody, never get married unless you've been living with a person and been together for 3 years. You gotta... Sometimes the evil side of somebody comes out after 2 or 3 years. They can't play that role anymore, I would never... I don't really believe in marriage anymore, I believe in being with somebody and being committed. But marriage is more of a government contract, where you're tied to things. It's just... Then you got to go through divorce. It's messy, man. So then she says, his guard is up when you're all around me. He acting excited because he thinks y'all can hurt me. But when he hears the stories from some of my fans about how they think I've helped them stay in school and deal with their identities, he seems really moved by it. I don't know. We have to see how this plays out, man. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's just convenient how Safaree, Erica Mena met and then got engaged right away, and then Nicki moved the same way with this guy you've never seen before. Yeah, I know they have a history and all that, but it's kind of like the old flame thing. Sometimes it's better left in the past and to move forward. I don't know. We'll have to see how that all works out. I'm gonna drop another video in a minute. We'll put some financial advice on that one. I just gotta find some decent stories. I'm not gonna just report nothing, So we'll figure it out. I appreciate you guys so much, and we'll get into it. This is Jordan Taylor with JT News. Love you guys. Hope you guys are having a great day. Stay positive. Peace.